Hey everyone, welcome to an episode of Models Workshop Unboxing. Today on the unboxing and first thoughts, I've got a Devilbiss DAGR airbrush, which if you've been watching my channel for a while, you're probably thinking you had a Devilbiss DAGR. And that's true, I had a Devilbiss DAGR. Joe lost it, so he bought me a new one. He borrowed it and couldn't find it. He found half of it. So I'll be having probably an episode soon on how to repair a Devilbiss DAGR. But anyways, this is the DAGR by Devilbiss. Devilbiss is a company that makes a lot of respiratory stuff. They do stuff like spray guns for cars. And I believe they have one other airbrush now. Now, a little funny, this was the first high-end airbrush that I owned. It was the second airbrush I purchased after my master's, thinking, oh, you know, this is a great airbrush. It just came out, blah, blah, blah. And it was a great airbrush. It's a 0.35 millimeters, which is part of the problem. So I picked this airbrush up. As you can see, I haven't even opened this one. And by first impressions, that's with air quotes, because I've actually used this airbrush a bit. This is a new one. So I thought I'd do an unboxing video, because why not? Unboxing videos are fun. But it's a neat little airbrush. It's a 0.35 millimeter nozzle. I don't believe last time I checked they have any other nozzles out for this. I picked this particular airbrush, or Joe picked this particular airbrush up via Amazon. Link will be in the description of the video. Now, I hope you like the new setup versus the webcam that I was using. I'm still going to use those on occasion, but I actually set up my camera this time and have it recording through Audacity. So hopefully audio and video quality is a lot better. Now when you open the box, you get this awesome tin, which has the DAGR in it. And then it has a whole bunch of little stuff underneath, like directions, maintenance, warranty info, all the different parts list, how to use it, blah, 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 and a whole bunch of different languages. You also get this, which is a wrench to work on the Devilbiss. Now, so you get this really cool little tin. And it's really neat. Now, Devilbiss is a company known for making automotive stuff. And this is kind of the same. There is definitely... this is definitely a airbrush that you can tell was designed for automotive use. And you get the 1/2 ounce cup too. I like the advertising, they stick right on the plastic. But this is the airbrush itself when you get it. And it has a little spot for the big cup. Let's see, is there anything underneath? Because last time I bought a DAGR, last time I bought a DAGR, it came with like this neat magnet. And I'm slightly disappointed that there's no magnet anymore. Because I kind of misplaced my old one, so I was like, oh cool, at least I'll get another magnet. Guess it doesn't come with a magnet anymore. They get a wrench to take this off, which is really important, because I don't think the first one came with this, and this thing was a pain in the ass to get off. I put a scratch on my original Devilbiss that way. But this is the airbrush itself. And now, like weight-wise, you can definitely tell it is a hefty, hefty airbrush. I mean, it's hefty. Oh, there you go. The trigger was pushed up. So, you know, you see you got a pretty good amount of travel here, so you can play with it a little bit. You got a cap, which I actually don't remember if the original one came with that too. Boom, got a pretty decent size opening down in there. Now, one cool thing I like about it, because you know I'm a big supporter of, is removable paint cups. So this is removable. You know, whenever you go to twist this, it is sturdy. It's not small. I mean, it's not like it's really weak or anything. It's got a really hefty crown on it. Then you have the air cap here. I want to say it has a 2-part air cap. Like you can take off this portion and then it gets down to this portion. Like it's an actual split air cap. And I'm not going to do a disassembly video. I'll do that later. This is just a quick little first look. And this is it. It's the DAGR by Devilbiss. It's got a neat little logo right there. And like I said, it's got a good amount of travel. It's got a nice needle stop. It is, like I said, it's a heavier airbrush. And I don't have my... Oh, yeah, I do actually. So, now, like I said, when I first got this airbrush years ago, I mean, I think originally I got this at like 5 years, 6, 7, 8 years ago. God, man. I bought it because it was the big thing and it was what a lot of people recommended, and they were like blah blah blah, and I was on the wrong forums. I was asking people who painted automotive stuff what airbrush they would get. So this is the one they recommended. And it's a great airbrush. It's got a great pull. It's got a great pull. I mean, it's got a great feel to it. All right, so let's see. All right, this thing weighs in at 130 grams in comparison to the Harder and Steenbeck at 57. This thing is 2.5 times heavier than this airbrush, and you can feel it too. I mean, it honestly literally feels like you could kill somebody with that thing. It's a beefy, heavy airbrush, and the Harder and Steenbeck actually has a quick release on it. This doesn't. That'll add a few more grams to it. So, handy dandy gram scale out again, or microgram scale, showing the weight of this particular airbrush. Now, it feels comfortable in the hand. It is a little heavy, but it does feel comfortable. I can definitely see getting fatigued playing with this thing a lot. But if you like something that's heavy, this would be a nice airbrush. I use this a lot for metallics and anything that's solvent-based because it's an automotive airbrush. It will handle everything. So it's a really good quality. I cannot recommend it for miniature painting. I just can't. Unless you're going to deal with a lot of solvent-based stuff, like hardcore solvent-based stuff, I can't recommend this airbrush. I picked it up originally thinking it was going to be the next best thing. Joe actually didn't ask me before replacing my dagger what I would like. He just bought me a new dagger. Honestly, I probably would have got a Grex to test because I've played with this airbrush before. I can't recommend it as an airbrush for miniatures. If you were doing a lot of terrain or only vehicles or larger scale stuff, maybe. Otherwise, no, it's not that great. It's a fun airbrush. It's heavy. It's sturdy. I mean, like I said, I think I could kill somebody with it, but that's my first look, first impressions of it, and a little mini review. You know, what would I, should I, could I? No, not for miniatures. It's pretty. It comes with a tin. Got a nice. It's a solid airbrush. It just doesn't fit our purpose all that well. But thank you all. That's another video from Models Workshop. If you like listening to a little bit of rowdy humor, please feel free to tune in to the Models Workshop podcast. You can find that at modelsworkshop.libsyn.com, or you can go over to our website where we post links, as well as links to our newest tutorials that we're working on and all the neat and fun stuff that we're doing and unboxings like these. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're watching this video on YouTube, which you should be, make sure to slap a big ol' like below because that, you know, helps us out a lot. It also lets us know what type of content that you like and all that good stuff. Leave comments if you have a question. I always try to answer every comment that I get a question on. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/The Models Workshop, and we'll be glad to help you out there too. Thank you all for tuning into this first look mini review and unboxing of the Devilbiss DAGR. Now, if for some reason you're non-miniature painter, by miniature I mean like little figurines like that, and you're more into automotive, this is an amazing airbrush. You guys should be buying this thing, totally. So, remember, hit a like, hit subscribe, and thanks. Check out our other videos. Peace.